I wish Excel would let me cycle through cell colors with the keyboard, and I wish it would let me set up custom colors for that cycler. This is the utility that allows you to do that. The custom or the default keys for it are here. First one's for the cycler, second set's for the custom formats or the custom colors that'll be in your cycler. You can find a description of this on the Utilities menu under Formatting View, Cycle Cell Color. Alright, let's quickly look at how this works. Before we go too much further, if you watch this and you still have questions, try watching the custom number format cycler, because that tutorial I made before this one and it may be more in depth. Alright, let's quickly run through this. By default, my cycler is set up to have these 5 colors, and of course with the very first color it's always going to be blank, which is 0, and you can't change that. So if for some reason you have a cell color that's not blank to start with, so let's just set this one to something that's not in this strange color is not in my list. If I start on it and I hold down Ctrl Shift Alt, so I'm holding down Ctrl Shift Alt with my left hand, and now I'm just going to tap delete with my right hand while still holding down those 3 keys, and I haven't let go this whole time. The first time I tap it, you can see it takes me to the cycle number 0. So it's doing the first one in the cycle, which is that default is blank. Then if I tap it again, we go through the first color, tap it again, second color, tap it again, third color, tap it again, fourth color, tap it again, fifth color, tap it again, we're back to blank. And I did that the whole time holding down Ctrl Shift Alt with my left hand and just tapping delete as many times as I wanted. It's much quicker than, repeatedly hitting the whole key command over and over again. So that's how you can quickly cycle through just the default colors. Let's say your company uses other colors that you like to see in your reports. Most do. The easy way to do that is you can go to Add-ins, Utilities, Custom Settings, and under here you'll have Fill Color Cycler. I can't be bothered to keep all my naming conventions straight apparently. You can allow your cycler to have from 1 to 10 colors. So if you chose one color, it would just be cycling back and forth between blank and whatever color you have. I right now have it set to 5 by default. Let's go ahead and set this. Let's say we want to just cycle between blank, black, or blank, gray, and blue. So I'm just going to put in 2. To set that up, it's fairly simple enough. You can capture the colors from your cell that you have as a sample. So I'm going to set up 2 quick sample cells. I like this color of gray and this color of blue. So if I want those 2 colors to be in my cycler, let's say I want blue to come first, I'll put blue there by just clicking on it, and it captures the color of the highlighted cell. Then if I click there, you can see it captured that one's color. And once I'm happy with the setup, I click Save, hit OK. Now if I click on any specific cells, so I'm just going to click on a bunch of cells here, and with my left hand hit down Ctrl Shift Alt. Without letting go, I'm going to tap delete. You can see the first time I tap it, it goes to blue. Second time I tap it, it goes to gray. Third time I tap it, we're back to blank. And we can just keep cycling all day. Now, if you decided you want to go back to the default colors, you can always do that by going to Utilities, Custom Settings, Fill Color Cycler, and you can type in any number you want here because we're going back to defaults. So I'm just going to type 8. Doesn't really matter because I'm going to click on this thing at the bottom that says Click to Restore Defaults. If you're sure, hit OK. And now, hitting Ctrl Shift Alt with my left hand and tapping delete, you can see we're back to the old setup. Let's say I like these 2 colors, but I want them added to this list of default colors. Well, since now we're back at default, I can come in here and quickly add them to the list by going, and let's see, we're at 5 by default, so we want to add 2 more. Let's go with 7. You can see we ended up with 2 more spots. The first ones are already set up to match the defaults. So I want to go gray, then blue, save that up. Now when I click on a cell and I and I start tapping the buttons, you can see it's going to go through. And we have gray and blue now as the last two.